Hello and blessings. Welcome to Samadhi in the Peruvian Sacred Valley. We'll begin our practice today by chanting together Om 3 times, as well as I'll repeat some opening mantras. So join us in a seated position, ideally with the legs crossed, hands resting wherever feels most authentic to you. Exhale all the air out. Take an inhalation together. Gajananam bhutaganade sevitam kapita jambupala sarabhakshitam Uma sotam shoka vinasha karanam namami vigneshvara parapankajam Shadhananam kumkuma raktavarnam mahamatim divya mayura vahanam Rurasya sunam surasanyanatam goham sadaham sharanam prapadye Ya kundendu tusharahara devala ya shubravastra vrita Ya vina varadanda mandita kara ya shveta padmasana Ya brahma chuta shankara prabritibhir deva isadha pujita Samam bhatu saraswati bhagavati nishesha jadhyapaha Om namah shivaya gurave sachitananda mirtaye Nishprapanchaya Shandhaya Shri Shivanandaya Te Namaha Shri Vishnudevanandaya Te Namaha Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam karavhavahai tejasvina vadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Continue your comfortable seated position. Take these first few moments to focus on your breathing, to notice the natural length of every inhalation, notice the natural length of every exhalation. Begin to deepen the breath, inhaling for at least 3 seconds, exhaling for at least 3 seconds. Feel the flow moving abdomen, ribs, chest, breathing all the way into your throat. Exhaling softly, slowly, with control. Trying to maintain this breathing throughout the remainder of our practice. When you're ready, roll forward, join me in a tabletop position. Setting up for some simple wrist exercises. Start first with your palms planted, fingers facing to the outside edges of your mat, gently shifting the shoulders side to side. Feeling a light stretch through the inside of your forearms. We're stretching right now through our wrist flexors, which are the primary movers, primary mechanisms of maintaining balance when we're in any hand balances, handstands, so on. Now changing the angle, shift your hips down towards the heels, back up towards the hands. Just changing the angle of stretch. Ideally, keeping your elbows straight, and think about the eye of your elbow, rotating them in towards each other. Keep going with the movement. Good. Palms will stay planted. Turn your fingers to point back towards the knees. Maybe bring your knees a little bit closer. Big inhalation, strong core, strong shoulders. Exhale, hips down towards the heels, pushing into your palms. Inhale forward. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the rhythm, keep the movement. Just a few more times like this. The stretch should be a little bit more intense than that first exercise. Still not unbearable. Now, sink with your hips down to the heels, pause for a moment, and paint a figure 8 with your shoulders. Again, just changing the angle through the wrists. Go inverted figure 8, change directions. Might take a little coordination. Beautiful. Sink your hips all the way to the heels, interlace the fingers, roll gently through the wrists. Forearms relatively tight. Go slowly at first, and pick up the speed. Change directions, and shake it out. Put the backs of your hands down, the fingers facing in, eye of the elbow this time looking forward towards the front of your mat. We'll take an inhalation at the top. Exhale, sink your hips down to the heels. Rotate the eye of the elbow in and down. Inhale forward, eye of the elbow looks forward. Exhale back, eye of the elbow in and down. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the core engaged. We don't want any arching through the spine. Just one more time like that. Good, and pause with your hips to your heels, really pushing down through your hands, pushing through the pinky side of your hand. Take a few breaths and feel that stretch. Good. Now coming forward, lift up to your knuckles. We're going to roll forward towards the thumb side, bend the elbows, roll back towards the pinky side. Working a little bit of lateral flexion to help balance the flexion and extension exercises we've just done. This should be very light. It's more so to keep the wrist healthy, to balance. Beautiful. Sink your hips down to the heels. Again, interlace and roll through the wrists. Change directions. Shake the hand and join us in standing. Setting up for Surya Namaskar, our sun salutations. Feet together. If you want, you can have some space between the legs for your balance. Arms start relaxing alongside the body. Take an inhalation, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward and down, palms flat on the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, flatten the spine. Plant the hands, step or hop the feet back, finding plank position. Exhale, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, open the chest, gentle back bend. Curl the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. If you wish, you can pedal through the heels, you can sway the hips a little side to side, adding any micro movements that feel good for the body. Or if you prefer, just holding a nice static posture, the remaining 3 breaths. Staying just a moment more. Beautiful. Moving forward, come high to the toes. Step or hop the feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms. Forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relaxing the arms alongside the body. Inhale, reaching the arms up, opening the chest. Exhale, forward and down, palms flat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Plant the hands, step, float, or fly it back, finding your plank position. Exhale, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the heart upward facing, curl the toes, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. External rotation at the shoulders. Think about rolling the outside edges of your armpits down towards the floor. Keep creating lots of length through the sides of your body. Maybe lightly pointing the tailbone up towards the sky. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. Moving forward. High to the toes, step, float, or fly to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Inhale, find your lift. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Plant the hands, step, float, or fly. Finding plank position and exhaling down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now you have the option of staying here for 5 breaths, or if you prefer to work a little on your handstand, you can float all the way to the top. Take your 5 breaths in handstand. Your option, 3 more full cycles. Bend the knees, step, float, or fly it forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Once more like that. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands, step, float, or fly. Lowering your legs, finding plank position. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Choose your option, down dog or float it to the top. 5 breaths. Two more. High to the toes, step, float, or fly. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, relax. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Close the eyes, take a few moments, feeling the changes in your body. Feel that light elevation in your heart rate. Feel maybe the breath trying to flow more heavily. Whatever you experience works to relax the body, relax the breath with long, slow exhalations. Beautiful. Switching up the pattern a little. Take a deep inhalation at the top. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Your next inhalation, step the right leg way back. Keep the right leg strong, the right knee lifted. Hands may be checking in with your hips. Feel that the hips are squaring off. Might mean your right hip draws forward, left hip draws back. Sink deeper. When you're ready, inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Staying in your high lunge, 5 breaths. Work to keep the core pulling in towards the spine. Navel point draws in and up. Feeling lots of stretch through your right hip flexor. One more moment. Adding a little movement. With an inhalation, bend and tap your back knee. Exhale, straighten the back leg. Inhale to bend. Exhale, extend. Keep the core in. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to bend. Exhale, extend. Working into the left leg. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, sink the hips. Bend deep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Good. One more time. Inhale, straighten into your left leg. Maybe bringing the right foot a little bit closer. With an exhalation, start to lengthen forward and down. Pyramid pose. Hands may be resting beside the feet. What we're working for here is a really long spine. None of this rounding forward just to find more depth. Keep lifting and lengthening. 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Preparing to come out. Keep the hands planted. Lift the left leg up and back. Lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Choose to stay in your down dog or take it to the top for your handstand. Two more. Moving forward, bend the knees, step, float, or fly. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale the arms alongside the body. Second side, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, send the left leg long. Take time to find your balance. Strong left leg. Maybe hands checking in with the hips. Work to square the pelvis. All that same activation. Core is engaged. Lots of length through the left hip flexor. When you feel ready, arms up. Keep the core engaged. Shoulders drawing down the back. 2 breaths, sink deeper. Beautiful. Adding our movement. Inhale, bend the back knee, tap. Exhale, straighten the back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, sink deeper. In. Out. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale to bend. One last time. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Maybe bringing the left foot a little closer. Pyramid pose. Lengthening out of the hips. Exhaling forward and down. Hands coming to their chosen position. Here, still working to square the hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. 5 full breaths. One last cycle. Beautiful. Hands are planted. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the heart. Exhale, hips up and back. Take your option. I'll choose to take a little down dog myself. Two more breaths. Preparing to go forward. High to the toes, step, float, or fly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, the arms alongside the body. With an inhalation, reach your arms straight out in front, parallel with the earth. If you want to challenge the balance, come high to the toes, maybe even closing the eyes. On your exhalation, start to bend the knees, bend at the hips, slowly squatting down. Once you reach the bottom, drop the heels, drop the hips, sit down and lie down. Taking a few moments on your back, short shavasana. Breathing deep, full breaths at first. And eventually allowing your breath to become a little more soft, a little more subtle. Eventually it's as if you can barely feel the air entering and leaving your nose. Bring the legs back together, arms alongside the body. Take an inhalation to reach the arms overhead. Big stretch, pull the lower back down, find length. and release. Bring your arms back alongside the body. Moving into what I call Halobati, which is a combination of hollow body position and Kapalabhati breathing exercise. How we practice, take the legs up to 90 degrees. Arms can either be alongside the body. If you want to support your lower back, hide the thumbs gently underneath your hips. From here, hollow out through the upper body, chin is into the chest, try to lift your shoulders up off the mat. And we keep the lower back touching the mat. Lower the legs as far as they will go without the lower back lifting. From here, we add Kapalabhati pumpings. On the exhalation, focus on pulling the navel point down towards the floor. So join along when you feel ready. Keep going. Focus on that movement of your navel, pulling the navel down, almost like you're flattening your bladder into the earth. Let's keep it going. Almost there. Keep it up. Three, two, one. Bend the knees to the chest. Roll forward. Set up for forearm plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Forearms ideally parallel. And what we want, nothing like this with the shoulder blades. Think about pushing the back of your heart up towards the sky. Tucking the tailbone under. From here we add those same Kapalabhati pumpings. Let's begin. Keep going. Stay strong through your shoulders. Back of the heart pushing up towards the sky. Focusing on that movement of your navel. Exhale. Pull it in towards the spine. Keep going. Keep the glutes squeezed. Stay strong. We're almost finished. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Walk the feet forward. Again, relax on your back. Feet will stay together. Arms either alongside the body or again hiding the thumbs underneath your hips to support the lower back. This time we'll relax the head on the mat. A few leg lifts. We'll be going 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down, alternating between right and left on my count. Start by exhaling to push the lower back down into the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg up on 1, 2, 3. Flex the foot, exhale, lower down on 1, on 2, on 3. Right leg, inhale up on 1, on 2, on 3. Flex, exhale down on 1, on 2, on 3. Right leg, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Left inhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale down on 1, on 2, on 3. Keep going. If you want to challenge, hover the heels an inch off the mat the whole time. Inhale, right leg up on 1, 2, 3. Exhale down on 1, on 2, on 3. Lower back is touching. Inhale, left on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale down on 1, on 2, on 3. Inhale right on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale down on 1, on 2, on 3. Left inhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale down on 1, on 2, on 3. Relax your heels on the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. Push your heel towards the ceiling. Drive your lower back down and interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. Take a moment just to feel a very light stretch through the back of your right leg. Think about keeping both knees straight and strong, both feet flexing back towards your face. We'll take an inhalation together. On the exhalation, lift your forehead towards the knee, hands reaching higher up towards the heel if possible. If you have a lot of flexibility in this position, take your index finger, wrap it around your big toe, and hover the left hand along the left thigh. Here you're keeping your elbow out to the side, really working to lift the chest. 5 breaths total, we'll call it 2 more. Beautiful. Last inhalation. Keep the hand position that you have. Exhale, lower the head and neck back down. Take your right hand, or your left hand rather, grabbing your right foot. Inhale, and as you exhale, take it across the body to the left side. Feeling a nice, light twist through the spine. Some lengthening through the outside of the right hip, the right thigh. If you'd like to add on in this position, maybe try bending your left knee, taking your right hand to the left foot, feeling an added stretch for the left quad. Stay 2 more breaths. Preparing to come back out. If you have it bound, release the left leg. Inhale, bring the right leg back to center. We're going to bend the right knee in towards half happy baby. I usually like to start this position by taking my left leg all the way up towards the sky and really finding contact. Right knee is touching the floor beside the right armpit. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower the left leg down to really feel that stretch. Your head can stay relaxed, your head can stay lifted. Ideally, we have the right shin totally perpendicular with the floor, pointing straight up and down. Staying just 1 moment more here. Beautiful. Now release and cross your right ankle over the left thigh, reaching your hands through to bind either around the thigh itself or maybe binding on top of the left knee. Work to bring your knees towards the chest, maybe lifting your forehead to meet them. Nice gentle stretch to the outside of the right hip. If you want, you can add a little rocking side to side, massaging lightly your lower back. Taking a few moments here, really enjoying the stretch. Beautiful. Release, reach your right leg to the sky. Exhale, lower the right leg all the way down. Send your left heel up towards the ceiling, already interlacing your fingers behind the left thigh. Feel both knees straight and strong, both feet flexing back towards the face. Deep inhalation. Exhale, reach your forehead towards the left knee, hands higher up towards the heel if it's possible. Choose to stay or practice that second hand position, hovering your right hand on top of the right thigh. Here we're thinking about more so using the core to lift the upper body towards the leg, not so much pulling the leg towards the upper body. 2 more breaths. If you notice that your right foot is flopping out to the side, keep it tight, keep it internally rotated. 1 last inhalation. Keep the hand position. Exhale, lower the head and neck. Right hand coming to the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, allow it to come across the body. Gentle twist, light lengthening through the left leg. Choose to add on if you did so on the other side. 5 breaths. Two more. Beautiful. Releasing your right foot, bringing the left leg back to center, finding half happy baby. Left knee driving down towards the ground. And again, if you start the same way I did, you can lift the right leg up, find the posture, and lower the right leg down when you're ready. Work to square your right hip back down towards the floor. If it's not touching, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But just think about grounding down. The thought will be enough to find the benefit. Take 1 more breath. Adding on. Left ankle, cross it over the right thigh. Choose to grab the thigh itself or grab the knee. Bring the knees towards the chest. Maybe the head lifts. 5 breaths. One more full cycle. Good. Take a last inhalation. Exhale, lower the head, straighten the left leg, gently lower it down. Straighten the right leg to the sky and allow it to slowly follow the left. Take a few moments to relax on your back, feeling the length through your legs, the length through your body. Setting up for Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Make sure you have enough space overhead to move into the plow. If you touch something, feel free to scooch a little forward on your mat. Setting up for our shoulder stand, bring the legs together, arms alongside the body with palms pressing down. Now throughout this sequence, keep your head straight. Don't turn to look side to side. Keep the neck nice and neutral. Push down with your palms, push down with your lower back, chin slightly tucked in. Strong inhalation, swing the legs up, lift the hips, support the back of your body with the hands. Take a few moments here before making any major adjustments. And if you'd like to make yourself straighter, try bending the knees towards the forehead, taking some pressure away from your spine. Then work to wiggle the elbows closer together, shoulders more under the body. Hands may be reaching more for your upper back. When you're ready, lengthening the legs back up, finding a taller, more stable shoulder stand. You're staying here about 15 breaths. Ideally, trying to relax into the posture. Notice your legs. See if you can relax 10 to 15% of the tension from your legs. Still keep your hips pushing forward towards the face, your legs, your toes lifting towards the sky. About 8 more breaths remaining. Keep your awareness resting at the throat. Notice any sensations present at that area. Last few breaths, close the eyes if you're comfortable. Beautiful. Now inhale, flex only your right foot. Lower only the right leg down behind the head, working to keep the knees straight. Inhale your right leg back up. Flex the left, exhale, left leg down. Inhale, lift back up. One more time, flex the right, exhale down. Inhale up, switching sides. Exhale, lower the left leg down. And inhale back up. Pause for a moment at the top. Feel your strength. Feel your stability. Inhale, flex both feet. Keep the knees strong. Exhale, hips high, lowering the legs behind the head. Finding halasana. If your toes are still hovering a few inches from the floor, keep supporting your lower back. If your toes happen to touch comfortably, you can either press the palms into the mat or interlace the fingers behind the back, working to push your forearms down towards the floor. Wherever you are, keep the hips lifting, spine lengthening, legs straight and strong. Staying here just 10 breaths. 5 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. Preparing to exit. Lift the legs just a few inches from the floor.
If they're not already, plant your palms flat on the mat. Use the arms and core as a brake to gently roll your body down one vertebrae at a time, ideally keeping the back of the head touching the mat. Eventually lowering the legs, relaxing on your back. Take a few moments, short shavasana. Counter posture. Checking in with Matsyasana, the fish. Work to hide your arms underneath the body. The elbows will stay straight. Think about sitting on your wrists with the fingertips reaching down towards the heels. Pull your shoulder blades together. Already you should experience some opening in the chest. Now feet together, legs together, feet slightly flexed but not tense. With your next inhalation, push down through the elbows, lift the chest, drawing the crown of your head down towards the mat. Feel here 90% of the effort coming through the arms. Very little weight is in the crown of the head. Feel your breath moving abdomen, ribs, chest. Full yogic breath. Feel the chest lifting with every inhalation. Lower back relaxing with every exhalation. Spending just one moment more. Now preparing to come out. Push down through your arms, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the upper body back down. Right away release your arms, relax the feet to the corners of the mat. Find stillness as soon as possible. If your arms were working in that fish pose, they should feel a little numb, a little fuzzy right now. This sensation of vibration traveling through the arms. Surrender to the relaxation. Beautiful. Bring the legs back together, arms alongside the body. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, find length. And as you release, bring the palms onto the tops of the thighs. Coming to seated. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll forward with the strength of your core. Scooching back a few inches so that your heels have some cushion on the mat. Checking in with Paschimottanasana. Maybe removing the flesh from underneath your sit bones. With an inhalation, reach the arms up, lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine. From the hips, exhale, fold forward and down. Relax your head and neck. Make some contact between hands and legs. We're staying in this first forward fold for a short while, simply making note of how much length you can find through the backs of the legs and the spine. Remembering how far the body has allowed you to bend, and with an inhalation, gently rolling up one vertebrae at a time, chin lifting last. Some variations, bending first to your right knee, bringing the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Janu Shirshasana A. Inhale, reach the arms up. From the hips, exhale, folding forward and down. If it's available to you, reaching around your left foot, grabbing left wrist with the right hand. Every inhalation, keep creating space, lengthen the spine. Every exhalation, working your chest, working your chin farther down the left leg. 5 breaths, 3 more. Beautiful. 1 more full breath. Inhale, straighten your arms, lengthen the chest. Exhale here. Take your left hand to your right knee. Reach your right arm all the way up towards the sky, adding a lateral bend. Exhale, bending towards the left foot. Working to maybe take the left foot with the right hand. And if it's available to you, full expression, left shoulder rather, to the inside of the left thigh. 5 breaths in your side bend. Working here to breathe primarily through the ribs. Allowing this lateral bend to lengthen those little muscles between each rib. Eventually allowing for an easier time inhaling and exhaling. Spending just one moment more. Preparing to exit. Next inhalation, reaching your right arm all the way back up. Turning back to center. Switching sides, send the right leg long. Bend the left knee, left foot coming into the right thigh. Inhale, find length, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward and down, choosing to bind around the right wrist if it's available. The inhalations to lengthen, exhalations to fold forward and down. Work to square your heart over your working leg, your right leg. Two more breaths. Last full cycle. Beautiful. Next inhalation, lengthen to straighten the arms. Exhale here, pull the navel to the spine. Setting up for the lateral bend, right hand, bring it to your left knee. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Really find length first. When you're ready, exhale, bending laterally. Reaching towards your right foot. If you're not grabbing the foot, just think about keep creating space, continually lengthening through the body. Eventually the right shoulder will touch down inside the right thigh. Hand will grab the foot. And wherever you are, think about the chest opening towards the sky. Deep breath, focusing again on the ribs. One more full cycle. Preparing to exit. Inhale, left arm reaches all the way back up, twisting back to center. Send the left leg long, checking once more with Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the spine from the hips. Exhale, fold forward and down. With your hands, take hold the outside edges of your feet if it's possible, and with the thumbs pushing into the mound of your big toe. Work to slightly externally rotate the feet. Inhale, find length. Exhale, folding forward. We'll stay here about 10 breaths total. And at this point, if you have lots of length, feel free to relax the head and neck. Feel free to relax your arms. Finding the more passive side to this posture. Six more breaths. Beautiful. Staying just a moment longer. Preparing to exit. With an exhalation, reach the hands forward towards or even past the feet. On the inhalation, bring the arms all the way back up. Releasing the hands behind the body, fingers facing away, or if you want a little more stretch through your forearms, fingers pointing back towards the hips. Setting up for inclined plane. With your next inhalation, toes pointed, push down through the arms, lift the hips towards the sky. allowing the head to drop back if it's comfortable. 5 breaths. Keep the toes working down towards the mat. Shoulder blades pulling together. One more full breath. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, gently lower the hips back down. Beautiful. Bend both of your knees in towards the chest. Hands around the shins. Inhale, lengthen up with the crown of your head. Exhale, round the back. Drop the forehead down to the knees. Inhale, lift and lengthen once more. Exhale, relax and release. Sitting up for Ardha Matsyendrasana, half spinal twist. We can send our left leg long, bringing the right foot over the left thigh. Now, if it's available to you, if you can do it without the right hip lifting, maybe bending your left knee so that the left foot is along the side of your body. From here, right arm comes behind the body, fingers facing away, and we'll start slowly, just hugging your knee in towards the chest, working to close the space between abdomen and thigh. Feel every inhalation lengthening up, every exhalation twisting towards the back of your space. Now, if you feel that the abdomen is in contact with the thigh, you can try a slightly deeper version, reaching up with your left arm, taking the left elbow behind the knee, applying some pressure to twist you deeper. If you're choosing this option, you're either reaching down to take hold of your left knee or your right foot. If you can grab neither one of those comfortably, revert back to this first posture. Wherever you are, we'll stay 5 more breaths. Again, inhalations are for lengthening. Exhalations for deepening. Keep the eyes closed the last 2 cycles. One more breath. Inhale, gaze back to center. Exhale, gently unwind. Send the right leg long. Left foot over the right thigh. If it's available to you again, remember you can stay here with your right leg straight, or if it's available, bending the right knee. Left arm behind the body, fingers facing away, and we start again just by hugging that knee in towards the chest. Inhalations to lengthen, exhalations to deepen. If the abdomen is in contact with the thigh, second option, inhale right arm up. Exhale, elbow behind the knee, applying some pressure. Noticing any difference between your right and left side. Focusing on very deep, very expansive inhalations. One more breath. Good. Inhale, gaze back to center. Exhale, gently unwind the body. Once more, bend the knees to the chest. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, round the back. Stay here and breathe. Pull your navel in towards the spine. Try to breathe into the back of your heart, relaxing the head and neck. Beautiful. Neutral spine. Reach your arms forward, and if it's available to you, shifting into your squatting position. If it's difficult to do that, fingers just behind the body, or to press yourself forward into a squat. Last posture, second last, counting Shavasana. Setting up for a hand balance. So we have option 1, Shakti will show the crow, coming from a squatting position. I'll showcase peacock, coming from a kneeling position. So assuming you know how to do the crow, we won't guide you into that practice, but please feel free to include it if you wish. Go ahead. If you would like to practice Mayurasana, the peacock, kneeling position with the knees wide, plant your hands with fingers facing back, and bring the fingers back towards the heels. We lift the chest, bring the elbows towards the navel, and set the forehead down on the mat. From here, straightening one leg at a time and lifting the chest. Now, you can feel free to stay here, just taking deep abdominal breaths. If it's available, shifting the shoulders forward, legs lift. 5 breaths. Staying just a moment more. From the peacock, lowering your knees, relaxing in child's pose. From the crow in your malasana, you can interlace the fingers and roll a little through the wrists. Release any tension. Now, in whatever way is appropriate, join me on your back, setting up for our final relaxation. Starting our relaxation with a tense and release. So think about engaging every muscle in your body, making a fist with your body on my count. We'll lift both legs an inch off the mat, both arms an inch off the mat. Lift the head, lift the chest, squeeze every muscle in the body, fists with the hands, open the fingers wide, and drop. Relax. For a moment, open the eyes, open the mouth. Roll the eyes back, stick the tongue out, exhale. And relax. Allow your eyes to close, lips gently touching. Making any final movements, any final adjustments to your posture. Feeling very comfortable, very content with the way your body contacts the mat. Taking this time at the end of our practice to mentally scan the body. Start with your awareness in the toes. Notice, keep the toes still. Without moving the toes, are you able to feel that they are there? Moving this awareness through your feet, your ankles, your calves. Searching for any tension, any discomfort in the knees, the thighs, the hips. Scanning your lower back, middle back, upper back. Noticing the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Keep your awareness moving, elbows, upper arms, the shoulders. Feeling for the neck, the head, and all the muscles of your face. Feel that the whole body is relaxed. Allowing yourself these next few moments of silence, of stillness. Surrendering to the relaxation. Now once again, begin to deepen your breath. Allow the abdomen to rise and fall with every inhalation and exhalation. Start to find gentle movements in the body, wiggling toes, fingers, moving the feet and the hands. Eventually bringing the legs together, arms alongside the body. Then inhalation, reach the arms one last time overhead. Pull the lower back down, big stretch. And as you release, rolling to the right side. Relaxing for a moment with your upper arm as a pillow.
And when you're ready, pushing the left palm into the mat, joining us in a seated position. Sitting with the legs ideally crossed, eyes ideally closed, and the hands resting wherever feels most authentic to you. Closing our practice in the same way that we began, I invite you to join us in the chanting of 3 Oms. Now repeat some closing mantras. Exhale all the air out. Inhale together. Satoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya Om purnamada purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vashishyate Om shanti shanti shanti. I thank you very much for joining us, for sharing with us your presence and your energy. And I thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share my own. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.